Hello there everyone, this is I Am Mark III and welcome back to Castle Story, where they are very insistently dropping brimstone off the edge of the cliffs. I do wish they would stop doing that. I want brimstone, darn it. Oh well, whatever. It's how it goes. But they're almost done with this thing anyway. Just in time too, there's actually a wave coming in. Alright, for this episode I am hoping to get this thing at least started out. Like, now they're actually a little bit confused. Let's just tell you to just jump off. Jump off the cliff, please. Totally safe. Come on. Jump off. Thank you. Right. That only took a few tries. Okay. Now move up there, please. And I want you to jump off as well. You have to jump down to... just jump, please. However, there is that. Hello, you spawned right next to me. Alarm! Alarm! They are coming! Also, they're all going that way. How rude. Yeah, there is one other thing I wish to do, actually, which is... I've got one last little bit of architecture to take care of. The problem is I've got to get things ready before... Close that. The problem is that they're all here, and because they turned up when they did, I don't have any knights or anything available to stop them. Luckily there's so many, they're getting distracted, but that is small compensation for the fact they just took out a ward, which has killed off a whole battery of defensive crystals. So, you know, that's not that great. Not really. On the bright side, we have enough firepower to just... Archers, get out of there. You're not meant to be over there. Come on. On the bright side, we have enough defensive power to deal with even this. Just about. Don't. Ooh. Oh, they actually killed someone. Oh dear. Where is it? There's the forge. It's been a while since I've lost someone, actually. Quite surprising, that. But yeah, we had enough there just to get all that sorted out. Back to work, please. What have we lost? Not a lot, actually. We lost one ward. Luckily, there's actually a spare one in stock by accident. I did that completely by accident. It wasn't planned, but there happens to be one in stock. I built one too many last time. So that's easily taken care of. There is some minor damage down here, but the repair task is all over it. So that'll all get sorted out as well. Why is there a stone block over there, though? I must have clicked that by accident. Anyway, back to what I was saying. There is some essential masonry that needs to be done. And it is over here, of all places. Because I actually need to get this wall reinstated. So, yeah. It's a shame, really. We got rid of this wall ages and ages and ages ago. But we actually do need to get it reinstated. Also, I'm going to give it a massive upgrade. So it's actually going to be like a extra thick wall now to make it even less likely that our jolly invaders will try to take it out. Because, you know, they love to do that for some reason. I'm also ringing it for fully reinforced as well, just so you know. So yeah, so this will be a fully reinforced wall, complete with overhang and everything. The only thing it's going to really lack is battle crystals of any kind. But that will make one extremely unappetizing target, I would like to think. At least I don't think the Corruptrons are actually going to be very happy to try and take that on. Not really. Let's see. I actually want that piece there, and then let's just put that like that. And I think we want that square corner piece there. And there we go. Okay, so this is actually going to be a major construction effort to get this thing put together. But it's got the full overhang, it's got the full treatment, it's going to be quite durable. And it's going to have some crenellations in it as well. Like that. Yes. So it's fully outfitted. It's a full wall, which the Corruptions are not going to be bashing down anytime soon. I know it's disappointing for them, but hey, what can you do? I don't want them, you know, wrecking my stuff. But anyway, they've actually dug down here now, I think. Yes, they have. Okay, they've gone as far as that. Right, so I can actually start to lay this out as well. So we can start to get this section laid in. Unfortunately, they've not managed to kill one block in here. There's a block there, which they apparently missed. So I'm going to have to tell them to murder that block. Kill that dirt, please. But they're going to start laying in this foundation. So we might even see this particular firing section start to come up as well. The problem is, of course, that, well, we might have to struggle to arm it. Because sentry crystals are really, really expensive. Shocker, I know. Really expensive things, these guys. That's why you need to try and protect them a little bit. Actually, if I hadn't let someone get killed, we'd be at maximum worker population at the moment. We're not, though. Shame. I feel so ashamed of that. But then again, it was a bit of a rush. I forgot that the spawn was coming out. I was too busy doing my intro, so, you know. Mitigating circumstances. Huzzah. Actually, do we need anything? Yeah. I need another pylon ward. Got a single healing ward there. We can probably do another healing ward to go up here, actually, just to help secure this area. But above all else, really, we actually need to get some sentry wards. Actually, we're really short on iron as well. So I need to... Wait, where's our iron ore stock? We don't even have any iron ore. Wow. No iron ore. Barely any iron. Oh, no, he's bringing a couple back. There's 5 there. Okay. We've got a little bit of iron. Not much. And I've just queued up enough wards to take all of that iron and use it. Oh, here comes another piece. Queue up another ward. We don't have the brimstone to make that many, but, you know, we need it. We're going to use it. All that jazz. On the bright side, though, my priority instruction to get this thing worked out is definitely in progress, isn't it? Very much in progress. Should I make a little hole in here? Nah. I want it to be a really solid wall. Like, none shall get past here. In fact, it's the thickest wall in the entire darn place. It's going to be even thicker than this one. I mean, this wall is scheduled to be like 3 blocks thick when I finally decide to put it in and unpause it. But this one's going to be 4 blocks thick. 6 if you include the staircase. That only accounts for like 2/3 of its size. So, yep, major dissuasion of people coming through that way. But how many we got people? We've got 8 people working on that. Good. 8 people, so that's maxed out. We got, could really do with someone to come here and get these planks cleaned up, pretty please. I guess it's because there's nowhere to put it, isn't it? Alright, let's put this one to be accept only planks. Alright, oh, apparently he's wandering around that way. Just go here and put the loose planks in that. I don't have an immediate use for planks, but might as well do that. That's okay. Let's see, that's running 3 out of 4. There's 1 cleaning task. Alright. That's maxed out. It's taking a while to do it, but it is not actually next to my stockpiles, so that's to be expected. And there's apparently 3 people just lazing about doing nothing, so I'm going to unlock this build task as well, so actually get that started, at the very least. But yeah, we've got so much Dakar over here, we tend to not need the archers anymore. I'm starting to notice. The archers tend to be a bit superfluous, a bit excess to requirement. I think is probably the better way to put it. We flat out don't need them. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we don't need you guys. You can bugger off back to wherever you came from. Yes. Also, it's almost time for me to put down an alarm call again. How's this wall coming? Not good enough. Not yet. It's needing time to actually get it, you know, proof against incoming. Priority 2. Yeah, it's not going to be ready in time because it's so thick. If it was a thinner wall, it would have actually gone up in time. But as it is, it's not. How close are we? 40 seconds. Yeah, okay. Alarm. Come on, people. Move. I know it's like not the best. I spam that. It's like, alarm! Alarm! Listen to me, idiots! Alarm! But actually, that's exactly what I'm saying. Listen to me, idiots. Because they do sometimes have that little habit of not responding to the alarm call and not grabbing all available kits and things like that. So, you know. Sometimes I've actually found it useful to spam the alarm because I'd wind up with like 2/3 of my army available, and that was it. So, you know, not the best situation to find yourself in, is it? Oh, these guys are. Ooh, these guys are. These guys look shiny, metallic even. Why is that? You move over there. There. Okay, I need to double check on my melee guys. Good, they are intercepting. They're letting a random worker pass, that's good. And these guys are just generally being annoying. Okay, good. All good. Where's the troll gone? Ah, the trolls... No, it's not a troll actually, it's a witch. Now that said, I really didn't think they got a metallic sheen to them, which I've not seen before. So I must have found another upgrade level, I'm guessing. Are you guys not doing anything over there? No, you're not. Okay. Let's move you guys over to get some more covering fire heading in this general direction. Because that guy is attacking the blocks. Well, he's trying to get the crystal, but I've noticed this thing can't actually damage blocks with that magic attack. Because if you look, it's hitting that, but it's not actually damaging it. So this is proof against that attack for some reason. Oh, there's someone actually punching bricks over here. What are you doing over here? Well, I know what to say about that. Melee attackers, come on, move. In fact, that's barely in range, so I'm going to... The archers are massively helping. Well, some of them are at least. Some of them are bothering at this point. So I'm going to send those 3 back, just to get them out of kit. Don't need them anymore. You guys are just wailing on that guy and doing not very much. I think these are metallic rock eruptrons or something. Yeah, anyway, you guys can go and put your gear away as well. Don't need you anymore. Because the archers have got that lot well in hand. It's all fine. I need more firepower that can reach into this general area, though. Maybe an extension over here or something? Might be of use. Not sure, though. What I do need, though, is a cleanup task. Like, come out here, grab this stone, because it's free resource. It's going to despawn in a little bit, but, you know, grab it. And, I'm noticing that with my defences being stationed along here, more and more, I'm cleaning up the waves a lot faster than I used to. And once this wall gets in place, they will not be going this way, so they'll all be funneling past here anyway, so it'll give my defences up here even more to do. Also, I suspect that repair command has replaced that block. Okay, right, let's grab this task, because it's a pretty high priority one. Tell it to demolish that. And yeah, that repair task would be replacing that block every time I take it out. So that's why that is back there and not scheduled for demolition. Actually, that's it. Don't need you anymore. Go away. Jolly good. Still, though, my welcoming access route over there is being steadily plugged by a very, very heavy barricade. Also, I noticed, by the way, that there's these random blocks around here that have been damaged by the Corruptrons, I'm guessing. So the Corruptrons are just randomly punching sections of the floor. Well, actually, it's either that or my defensive crystals are damaging it. Which, actually, I think that might be the case because it's randomly all over the place. Yeah, I think these guys, they might kill the target, but the shots already en route when it dies. So they're actually blasting chunks out of the terrain in a very minor fashion. Huh. That might be a new kind of earthworks, like a new way to dig tunnels. Shoot it with your sentry crystals. The problem being you can't manually target your sentry crystals to do that, so yeah, you'd have to use like explosive barrels or catapults or things like that to just blow things up. Speaking of digging, actually, I could do with some digging. I actually want to get through here. Where's the thinnest part? I think this part is pretty thin. I could cut that down, but I don't need trees. I need resources, so this is really where I want to do it. So that would be a tunnel task assigned to here because of that brimstone seam. Then I'd tell it to just dig its way straight through the side of this cliff. Because then I'd get access to stuff over here as well, including a new brimstone patch, seeing as I actually require that. So there we go. That'll let them get through there. Jolly good. Gotta tell you though, it feels a lot better. Like having less of my time where I've got to keep these guys defending. So I don't know if this is like how this reflects on the game itself. Because Castle Story is a very engaging game when it gets into it. But having less of your guys tied up on the defense makes it feel like you're able to do a lot more. So having like, I think I've reduced the time where my guys are stuck on defense by something like about 40% or so at this point, compared to how it was in over recent weeks. And it feels much more active. It feels much more like I'm in charge of a castle, rather than like under constant siege, you know? So I don't have to worry about the attacks as much, which is, I don't know, well, to be fair, I've got to worry about them a lot anyway, but it's not as pressing, I think, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's all okay with you guys. What's going on? Oh, you're starting to work on the upper layers, that's fine. But yeah, even though we've got 8 people doing that, they are not, they're really struggling to get the stuff out there. They really are struggling. Ah, yep, there we go. The repair task is replacing that. Where's a build task? Cancel that build task. There we go. Because I was on the repair task, but it wouldn't let me interact with it at all. We can, however, get another layer of this thing out. So, let's see. How do I want to do this? Well, there's actually space here to start doing things. But I do need to keep on running with this, like, here, as you can see. So making this massive battery to fire down into this area. But that's the essential brickworks part. I could probably do something a bit more complex with all this. Then again, this part's idiot simple because it doesn't really need much. But if I were to install, I could actually make space to have crystals firing out this side as well. Which is just getting more and more ridiculous, really, isn't it? But I think I can do that relatively easily, actually. Let's see. Let's get a staircase. We don't even need very much of it, do we? Let's get a staircase like this. Running down. Install a block at the back here. So maintain the staircase coming down to this level, where I've just installed that. And that gives me access to a total of 2 additional mounting points for that. 1, 2. Then we need a roof here, like across that. but I think I can do that. If I dig away that there, yeah, dig that, then I can install these top level blocks a bit more easily. 50 seconds. Yeah, look at this. I'm actually getting into the building again. I'm getting chance to build. Huzzah! Now, that needs to be like this here, so this is flat. But I think I can just do this. Install that there. Install that there. As long as I leave an access route, then I can go ahead and install some additional defensive points, like actually right here. So there's two there. There's two there, which get access from there. And then that'll be flat, and then I can actually install another two up here as well. So it's looking kind of weird like that. Yeah, if I don't do that, but if I do that, then I can put it across there. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does or not. Oh, oop, I got distracted again. Alarm! Alarm. How is that wall? Oh, that wall is looking wonderful. Good job, guys. That wall is almost there. The top layer is going on, but it's already very thick, very imposing. We have the... all we need is the Corruptron's Go Home sign to stick on the outside of it, and we'll be sorted. That looks really good. I just had a thought of like using bricks to craft a sign saying Bricktrons Go Home, but that would be really hard to do. Not worth it at all. Okay, what have we got? We got... Yeah, this is the issue, as you can see. I've got the set of archers. Oh, they all bunched together. Oh, okay, never mind. My army did actually get there. Oh, no, no, get out of there. Get out of there as well. They are getting a little bit confused. You guys are defensive. Hold the line. Nothing gets past you without getting clobbered. That's good. And there is space though for regular guys to get through. Right, the archers are not in place yet. My comments last video about having the ability to have a preset point which a unit type would get to is still a really good idea, I think. No squiggle. Don't go out there. You're already at half health, mate. Leave you to it. They seem to really want... Yeah, they get confused and then they get stuck and they start to punch this thing. Bonzo, you need to do something as well. Look, even from this angle, this guy's attacking upwards and he's not hitting that all-important crystal. He's trying to hit the block and he's not doing any damage at all. This guy, however, is very insistently punching that brick. Puck, you need to get out of there. Because we have got a troll on the move. Oh, they are very insistently working on that. The repair task is not covering it all either. No, wait, yes it is. Never mind. Where's the troll gone? Troll's fine. You're all fine. Okay, we can actually send the archers straight back to work already, and we've got 7.5 minutes on the clock until the next attack. And I'm already sending the archers away, because I don't need them. That feels really good, actually. All I have to do is send a whole bunch of bully boys to beat up these two Corruptrons over here, which are so confused they're not actually doing anything. There we go. Actually, pikemen would be a better fit for this. Because they move faster and they hit harder than knights, they just don't have the armour. They would be a really good fit for doing that kind of thing. Maybe I should actually take some of my archers and refit them as pikemen. Tempting. Definitely tempting. How are you guys doing? You got 2, you got 1, you got 4 there. Alright. I need to add the cleanup tasks over here though, again, because free resources. We need the free resources. Give me the resources. Thank you. As they go over here to attend to the priority repair task. Just to fill this in. Because now that I've blocked them so thoroughly from this part, and I've changed my defensive locations, they seem to really enjoy trying to punch their way through this bit here. Now. So I really could do with unpausing this build task to get this wall more underway again. But, you know, that requires resources and time and effort. I mean, they're slow building that as they are doing this one, but this one's almost there. And a mighty wall it is too. It just needs the finishing touches, really. What are you doing there? Move. Keep going. We've got a bunch of tunnelers working through here. They're making excellent progress. They're like about a quarter of the way through already. And then that delicious brimstone will be mine. And we've even got people like wandering off to lay some bricks over here as well. Just to get started on this edifice to my brilliance. Well, I call it my brilliance. I'm a freaking idiot sometimes, but you know. Needs must and beggars can't be choosers and all that jazz. So let's see. What I wanted was like actually something like that. So I can lay that in, because if we do it like that, then we can actually get an additional layer of defences in without too much trouble. So it'll be a case of like increase the height like that. Then we lay in plugs to hold everything. Actually, this would be a good use of planks to get this place rigged up, I think. So we're going to have to forego those columns, but we'll get a more serviceable design in the end. Because if we put, I think we need the plug here, and then a plug there like that. And then we need, I think the beam will require, oh, no, never mind, we can keep the columns. Excellent. Those fashionable columns can be put in place. We don't need it because we can use the planks as the access point for this arrangement, which is good. We actually need to use some planks, so you know, jolly good. Where's the T-plug? There's the T-plug. If I install it across like that, then of course we need to have stone on these. So you can see what I'm doing here, like laying in a stone foundation, giving access so they can get through here to see to the crystals if needed. Then we will again lay another rank of these on top of here, like so. Actually, that's not quite right. The planks actually need to be on the next level up. Don't worry, I'll get it right sooner or later. It's just me being incompetent, as usual. Yep. Just put that like that. So lay that in, crystals will go there. Then the planks need to be on the next level up, like so. And then we're going to use that old wood trick to make sure all the planks are stable. So it's like 2, 2, 2, 2. So they're nice and even. They're not actually maxed out. But now we can just lay a whole bunch of planks like across like that, and that'll be the access point. And then we increase the stone. And we just need to make a way to get access to all of those spots as it goes up. How's that wall coming? Ooh, almost. It needs one more block. One more block. And then it will be done. Ooh, it's almost there. Almost there. Now, how soon can crystals be laid into this? Well, actually, we don't need those for the moment. I can deal with that later. We need a pylon ward, I think. Yes, we do. Pylon ward needs to be laid into this, which can go there. Actually, no, let's put it pylon ward there. It will connect. Yes. And then I'll install stone like that. Actually, that pylon ward's going to be in the way there, isn't it? Right. Pylon ward there. That'll do. Then let's put in, I guess, a light there, and those two will provide power, which can then be supplied to a batch of sentry wards across there and across here. So the first layer of sentry wards is going in, and you can start to see what I'm doing with all this. Because, of course, the enemy can't actually get at these because it's all mounted on this side. And that is going to be an excellent little addition to my defensive lines. Though, unfortunately, there may be attack coming in and stuff like that, but we also have to end there because we've passed the 30-minute mark. That said, though, this episode has not been without progress, and I definitely feel I'm a hell of a lot better and calmer since than I was when I recorded the previous one, so, you know, there's that as well. But we've also got this wall here just to stop the enemy from invading our space. So yes, we have an excellent defensive addition right here, which I think is going to keep the enemy out for quite some time to come. This has been IronMark3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Oh yes. See you all later.